Hey guys, welcome to the How To channel. In this video, I will show you how to use Google Sites, a beginner's tutorial for 2026. To do this, the first thing we are going to do is access to Google Sites, and here we'll go to our browser and search directly for Google Sites. Here we have the first option where we can enter, and we'll need to sign if you don't already have an account active in your browser. We will then arrive at this main section, and as you can see, here is the area where we can start a new site. We can do it using templates or start from scratch with a blank site. Here we can view many of the site templates we can create. Obviously, all of this depends on our imagination. So what we're going to do is create our first site here in Google Sites. Each choose one from the template gallery to make it a bit easier. Also, as I mentioned, we could do it from scratch if we want. In this case, for example, we are going to use the restaurant template. We'll enter this template where we'll see how our site would look with Google Sites. For instance, I can click on what I want to change. And if I want to change the color for this shape, I could do it. Everything you see can be edited. So change the color. I just have to select it, go to the section colors area and choose the color. We can also change the style as you can see. Since this is a template, I can also go to the theme section where we can select different themes, different colors and more. We can even choose a custom color. So let's set up a purple tone for this example. This is the themes area where we can change the palette. Now let's move to the editing section. For example, if we want to change the navigation bar, we just go to the navigation settings. Here we can change the mode to site, which will show the hamburger menu icon. If I click here, it appears. Or we could leave it at the top. We can also change the color to black, white, or simply transparent. In brand image, we can upload a logo if you want a one show, and the same for the favicon icon. We can also have viewer tools, custom domain, which as we know, Google Sites works with Google, but we can configure it with our own domain like www.company.com after verifying it. We also have analytics, a newsman's banner, and more. So now let's go to the page section where we can see all the page. And if I click on one, I can enter it. For example, the location page, which we can configure or even delete. If I don't want the title, I can change it to contact. Below, we can add more information. By clicking insert, we have several options. If I want to add a text box, I'll just type, for example, phone number and add a random number for this example. We can configure the typography, font size, and other settings. We can also move this element wherever we want by dragging it. Here this section is white, but I can change it to purple. We can also incorporate web content via URLs or HTML code. Now I've just asked ChatGPT for an example code. I will paste it here in the embed from web section and hit enter, and a preview will appear. Click insert and it will be added where I can resize it as I desire. We can also change the style so only the embedded part is visible. We can also configure buttons by double clicking. We can set the name and the link it's connect to. For example, if I link this to google.com, and as I mentioned, we can also add image, configuring them to be collapsible, copy them, or delete them. In the contact block section, we have different layouts. For example, if we had a product site, I could put food and here and upload an image of tacos. We can also insert a link so that when a client clicks the image, it sends them to the menu page. We can also see other features like collapsible graphs, indexes, image carousels, buttons, divided to separate sections, social media links. Then where we can add icons and URLs, placeholders, YouTube videos, calendars, maps, documents, presentations, spreadsheets, forms, and charts. All of this works through Google. I will name this site Restaurant. While this specific website is not much makes sense because it's on food and it has obviously icon that not make sense to the content. Now, well, if it don't make sense now, but it just issue with my creativity, but it doesn't matter because it's just an example. So everything depends on the creator creativity. It's very intuitive. If you want to create a page other than the ones in the sidebar, you need just to click the plus icon to add a new menu section or create a new page. One of the most powerful features of Google Sites is that everything you build is fully responsive by default. This means you don't have to worry about creating a separate version for mobile users because the platform does the heavy lifting for you. Once you feel your design is nearly finished, I highly recommend spending a good amount of time in the preview mode, which you can access via the computer icon at the top of the editor. When you enter this mode, the interface clearly warns you that you are viewing an unpublished version, allowing you to click every link. Watch the embedded YouTube videos are exactly as a visitor will and test the navigation flow of your menu. But don't just look at the desktop view. At the bottom of the screen, you will see three distinct icons: a large monitor, a tablet, and a smartphone. Click on each one. Notice how our restaurant title shrinks to fit the phone screen and how the taco image is stacked vertically instead of a side-by-side. This is our change to ensure that your contact button is still easy to tap with a thumb or a small screen. If everything looks perfect, exit the preview to return to your editor. Before we go live, look at the share with others icon next to settings. This is essential for professional projects. You can invite your business partners or a professional editor by entering their email address, granting the permissions to tweak the text or type the menu price in real time alongside you. Finally, we have the publish button. When we click it, we can set the web address. We hit publish and our site is live. If we click the link, we can see the site with the Google Sites domain, or as mentioned, use a custom domain if you own one. And that's a short tutorial on how to use the Google Sites to grab websites simply and intuitively. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the How To channel, and I will see you in the next time.